Good morning. In the 12th century, German settlers known as Transylvanian Saxons came to this area and built 7 prestigious and rich cities. This one was the most prestigious and rich of them all. It is the 31st of October and I'm in Sibiu. So I'm now in the main square, Piata Mare, and I'm about to do a 90-minute walking tour of the city. So this pinkish building here is a school. Apparently the president's wife, the first lady of the country, teaches there 3 days a week. The first mention of this place was in a book in 1191 that is still held in the Vatican today. In 1377, Sibiu officially became a city. Just heading now to the second square. So this is how the city looked back in 1650. Had a defensive wall around it and artificial lakes forming what was intended to be a moat around the outside. You can also see the lots of bastions that come out, like here and another one down here, and then they're all the way around, so no matter how you try to invade, you are always within sight of the shooters who would stop you from breaching those walls. You can see the main square. That's where we started out. There's the secondary square, and apparently the northern wall, that one there, still stands, so I'm going to visit that after the tour. So when communism and the dictatorship of Nicolae Ceausescu ended here in Romania in about 1990, the country's GDP was about 20 billion euros. Within 10 years, in the year 2000, it was 44 billion euros, so it had doubled. Today, the country's GDP is around 200 billion euros, so the fall of communism and the end of the dictatorship really has paid its dividends for the wealth of the country.
Yes, you can go inside, you see the balconies. This is called pavlace. Pavlace, and it's a term from Czech language, and you will find it in Vienna. So very similar balconies going from one level to another.
So this is the 14th century Lutheran Cathedral of St Mary. Unfortunately, it is mostly closed because of renovation work that's going on. Apparently the best panoramic point is up the top of that tower. The second best is in the council's tower, apparently just around the corner here, so that's where I'm going to head, see if I can get up to have a look at the city. It's a nice selection of photographs and paintings here in the main square, just having a look around them. The place where I'm at the moment is called the Upper Town. There is also a Lower Town. So historically the Upper Town has been more about commerce and definitely the richer part of the city, and then the lower part has been more about industry and the poorer parts of the city. So I'm going to explore the Lower Town later on. Okay, I'm about to head inside the 12th century council tower. There we go, that's where I've just come from. think I'm pretty much at the top. Just come out to an open room with a wooden staircase in. This is the way I'm heading next. Up there. Mind your head. Oh yeah, that'll be because of that. Right. So I'm now heading down towards the lower town, and this right here is known as the Liar's Bridge, or the Bridge of Lies. Named that since merchants in the old days used to come here to make deals, many of which they could never follow through on.
Slow a little down is what you said. I'ma get it over in my head. White t-shirt, blue jeans, I can never get enough of you. Bright sneakers on, getting ready for a flashback. Time keeps moving on, looking at you feeling like I could never get enough of you. And I could never get enough.
Nearly. So this is Goldsmiths Square Passage. Leads down, I believe, to another little square down here at the bottom. Yep, there it is. So just walking back towards the upper town now, and it's easy to find your way because you just look for the Cathedral of St Mary, and no matter where you are, you can see it.
Time keeps moving on, looking at you feeling like I could never get enough of you. And I could never get enough of you. I could never get enough of you. And I could never get enough.
So this is the last remaining part of the defensive wall. There's one of the towers, and the wall is connected up to a tower a little bit further on down this path. It's a nice area. It's like as much as a park area that I've seen in the city so far. So I've made my way back to the hotel, grabbed the car, and I've now left Sibiu, and I'm on my way to my next destination, which is a town called Bran, just outside of Brasov, and it's going to take me about 2.5 hours to get there, and I'm hoping to stop on the way at a little castle with a difference before it gets dark.